What's up? It's your boy Carcino here, and welcome back to Screen Fiend. This is the movie channel, for those who don't know. Now, let's get into this, and we're talking about Rhodey. Who was the better Rhodey? For the Iron Man series, Avengers series, Terrence Howard was only Rhodey in the very first Iron Man. But we do know the very first Iron Man is the best Iron Man. So, what does that say for Rhodey? Who was the better than James Rhodes? Colonel Rhodes. Which one was better, Don Cheadle or Terrence Howard? Aha, that is the other question. Even though Terrence Howard was Rhodey in the best Iron Man movie, doesn't mean he was the better Rhodey. Because you got to remember, Rhodey didn't have a lot of parts in the first Iron Man film. The next two were going to bring out more Rhodey. When Terrence Howard signed on, if it was approved for a sequel, if the movie did well and it was approved for a sequel, he had a contract to come back for a second film. This is a different account. Well, figuring that Don Cheadle is a military trained fighter and Tony Stark is a partying billionaire philanthropist, yeah, I think Don Cheadle should be the one. His character, Rhodey, should be able to kick Iron Man's butt. As DJ AM in one of his last appearances, but I'm talking about the actual performance of Rhodey. For me, I'm going to say Rhodey saying the Rhodey, and this is what's weird. Terrence Howard character of Don Cheadle. I felt in his performance of Rhodey, but and of friends, even though they are good friends outside of the movie. Robert Downey Jr. Here's the kicker. You didn't really see that friendship bond in the Iron Man movies with them. You really didn't get that vibe. In the first one, I felt his portrayal of James Rhodey was way better. To me, it was like light years better. As far as the personality, with the characters, he was militant when he needed to be with them, but with Tony, he was a friend. And you could see the difference between the two. No, it wasn't like he came in the game. It was it wasn't like it wasn't like Terrence Howard saw Don Cheadle on the set or something like, and he just came and took his uniform off of him or something. Y'all made it look like that. No, it wasn't. Like he was waiting out there with a cigarette. Can I talk to you, man? I don't know what's going on, man. You know I'm Rhodey, man. Can't you play Black Panther? Why you gotta be Rhodey, man? First off, Tony brought me in. Okay, Robert brought me in. Okay, Terrence, I'm not stealing your role. And second of all, you don't have to say man all the time. Okay, I'm the first man. I know I'm a man. Why you raising your voice and pointing fingers at me, man? Stole my job, man. That ain't even cool, man. Thought we was boys. I've never met you before, Terrence. You're a great actor. I like your work, but I'm here because Robert want me to play this role of Rhodey. I'm Rhodey, man. So I'm saying, why you want to take another black man role? There's plenty of these white boys out here. You could have took their role, man. You came out the brother, man. I'm like the only one in this movie, too, man. Man, like I said before, you know, I will retort this situation. Listen, I'm not replacing you. The studio who paid you your money, they're replacing you, Terrence. Okay? They want me to play Rhodey. And second of all, you know, I might be remiss when I was talking about the man part, but I get it. I am a man. You don't have to repeat man after every in. You're still for a movie that does not pertain to Rhodey. One day we're gonna settle this, man. Alright, man. Watch your back, man. So I got me a TV show. It's called Empire coming out. I'm gonna be like Nino Brown of the record company. Yeah, man. It's gonna be this Iron Man thing. Just you wait. Nobody gonna watch Iron Man no more. After me, when I'm gone, it's Iron Man, what's that, 2, 3 films? Then and that's the end of it, man. Nobody gonna watch that no more. They tired of it already. It ain't nothing without me. And now we see where we are now. Rhodey been eating good since Iron Man 2. He been eating them big old fat Marvel checks. And still may be getting Marvel checks. He said he was quitting. When you Robert Downey Jr., you getting like $100 million a movie, you think, yeah, I'm thinking about quitting. Captain America getting $20 million a film, he could be like, yeah, I'm thinking about quitting. I think in this movie, in Endgame, we saw more of Rhodey than we've seen in the past 2 movies. One of the of is Ross. Oh, do I love Ross. The price of admission. Ross is worth the price of admission. That man, no matter what the circumstances, you got flying in from space, about that is important to him, that means to them, is the rules and the laws. You broke the law, there's no wiggle room. Lock them up. Traitors. Lock them up. Iron Man is lost somewhere. And his answer his answer was to lock up the man that could fight the entity that is coming into their universe. What is my favorite superhero? Used to be the Incredible Hulk. After seeing what they've done to him, they've ruined him. Ever since the first Avenger movie, they have ruined the Incredible Hulk. He's got worse and worse and worse and worse. the problem is that Hulk costs too much money for something that ain't gonna break the bank. Now, if they really did a Hulk movie, a real Hulk movie, but it is so expensive to make that movie that they don't think they're gonna make their money back. It's just like a Credible Hulk maybe Planet Hulk might bring in 500, 600 million. But ain't no girl going to sit in the movie and watch Hulk all day. You gotta make something that the women will feel like they want to watch too. Women went to see the Avengers because they like Captain America. They like Chris Evans. Though some of the older women, they like Iron Man. He funny. Tony. Then you got those young girls that like Chris Hemsworth. Thor. Thor's sexy. I'll be like, whatever. So you got a bunch of stupid people lined up in the movies. And stupid people is what keep people in office, keep them in mansions, and living well. So a lot of stupid people went to see the movies for stupid reasons. After the failure of Thor 2: The Dark World, Thor said, look, I'm not playing this guy no more. He basically just said, look, this is it. I don't play this guy no more. He's like, if I play this role one more time and gotta be this boring guy, I'm boring myself. You gotta let me have a little freedom to be me. Put some of me into the character of Thor. So ever since that, they've actually added a personality. They changed the look of Thor. Thor had the different hair. He had much more of a personality than he did. So when you see Thor Ragnarok, you're like, yeah! A Thor and Hulk movie, that was gonna work. And I don't think an Infinity Stone was actually used in that movie. I know we saw one, the Tesseract, and that's how Loki got it, but we really didn't see it used. No, it was easily the best. Well, let me slow down. The first Thor movie was good. Well, I do like the character of Hela. Hela was a great villain, in my opinion, because she was just coming for what was rightfully hers. And then Zader came in with his blade. I will destroy Asgard. Oh, there's some nasty loopholes in Endgame. Now the Hulk says you gotta return the stones at precisely the time they were taken. Because if you don't return the stones precisely at the time they were taken, you have some nasty loopholes. So let's think about this for a minute. Returning the soul stone would have been one of the hardest challenges. How do you return the soul stone? That's one. My thing is, how does Captain America return the ether back to Natalie Portman? What did he do? Stick her and inject her, and it goes back? It was still in rock format when he left to go to Asgard. So no one's gonna notice a guy in a shield, a big old USA shield, is gonna walk up and stab Natalie Portman in Asgard. Then he has to remember, he has to put back the Tesseract back in a sealed and locked military base. How is he going to get in there to return it? How is he going to achieve that? What's next on the list? So he would have to return the Power Stone and put it back in a place that was guarded by power lines. That Nebula had to stick her metal hand in there to dig out. How was Captain America gonna put that back? I don't know how they gonna explain that one.